This afternoon, Governor Ron DeSantis and Commissioner of Education Richard Corcoran held a press conference to discuss an executive order for public education in the state of Florida. We are pleased to know that a lot of the sentiments and concerns that we had were addressed in the executive order. One being that the continuation of virtual learning and with the option of in-person learning for families was extremely important. We're glad to know that this will be something that will continue till the spring of 2021 without impacting the budget in a negative way. We know that because of this pandemic, there has been a lot of concern over keeping kids safe in the classroom, those that have returned in person, and so those have created additional burdens and costs to our school districts. So we're glad to know that the funding is not going to be impacted. Where we wish the executive order could have expanded more is when we're talking about testing. We know that children, some of them are not connecting well. We know that in-person education is the best, but that parents are making choices to keep them virtual because they understand the negative impacts of this virus and they're trying to keep their children in bubbles, and we respect and appreciate that. And so because of all these different factors that we must consider when we're talking about teaching a child holistically and making sure that they're safe and sound, we believe that this is not a year where testing should be emphasized in the way that it has normally been emphasized in the state of Florida. We believe that the executive order should have also waived the testing requirement. There are many children that are living under a lot of stress. We know that virtual education is hard on many parents as well. And so this is not an equitable education for all students because different students are making different decisions or choices because parents have different circumstances that they're living by. And last but not least, we think that the governor failed to give local authorities the authority that they need. We believe that Miami-Dade County, being the epicenter of the state of Florida, where this past weekend we saw a spike again in cases. We saw over 10% positivity on Saturday in local cases. We believe that our local school districts should be making decisions based on what's happening. There are too many disruptions when half of the school gets quarantined, disruptions to the parents, disruptions to the kids and to the teachers. Some teachers are only finding out that they are going to be teaching in an online mode the day that they are coming to work. And so this is why we're asking the superintendent to have protocols in place, to have thresholds, because we believe there are more disruptions when we have to quarantine a certain population of a school site and not the proper protocols in place to make sure that the quality of the education is still happening even within those disruptions. And so we believe that local authority is important. And although he stated that no school closure will take place in our state, we believe that he's gone too far to eliminate local authority. We believe that in Miami-Dade, at a school by school case, it should be determined what is proper, what is right, to make sure that we protect not only our students, their families, but also the faculty and staff of each and every school location.